Well, after a very, very long and painful wait for an offseason, the 2016 NFL season is now upon us. With the kickoff game tonight, I decide for the first time ever to do my own weekly picks for the NFL. I'm going to try and do this every week on the day of each game, so expect hopefully if I do a week 2 video next Thursday night. If you want my actual whole season predictions, I did a whole video on that, so you can go check that out. But anyways, we get to this video started with the kickoff game tonight. The Panthers at Broncos, the first Super Bowl rematch in 2 years, and also the first time since 1970 that the matchup's in Week 1. How about that? This is also only the third time ever the Panthers have been at the Broncos. First time since 2004. And by the way, good news for you Broncos fans, the Panthers never won there. So anyways, both teams are going to regress this year, especially the Panthers. There's never been a history in the NFL where a team went 15-1 or 16-0 the year before, and then they managed to maintain that the next year. So they're going to regress, of course, especially losing Josh Norman. Ooh, that's going to hurt. And of course, the Broncos threw away a whole bunch of players this year too, so that's going to hurt as well. But since the Panthers are the away team, and they're I think, going to suffer a major Super Bowl hangover this year, worse than the Broncos, I think the Broncos still will win. I'll say by 24-21. And I think Cam Newton will still struggle against that defense. After the kickoff game, of course, we then go to Sunday, which first up would be the Buccaneers at the Falcons. And in these prediction videos, I'm going to be highly critical of a lot of teams, and really in a joking manner, so don't take it so seriously. And if you do take it seriously, just like I said in my season's preview, if you take it so seriously, suck my dick and die. So my predictions for that, Buccaneers winning 27. The Falcons fucking suck, accept it. I mean, for crying out loud, that defense still has major problems, and to make matters worse, Matt Ryan's fucking terrible now. Did you see how he did last year? Did you see how he did in the preseason? Oh my god. He should consider himself lucky if he's even on the team after this year, if he doesn't perform better. So after that, it would be the Bills at the Ravens. Hey, one of my home teams. And Tyrod Taylor will get his first chance at his former team. How about that? The Ravens secondary is still fucking shit. So Tyrod Taylor could overwhelm and shred that defense. However, at the same time, the Ravens still have a pretty good pass rush. So maybe they can get a lot of pressure on him. But since the Ravens are the home team, I'll say they'll win 24-21. Then we go to Bears at Texans, which is a very funny fact because the last time Bears were at the Texans in 2008, that was a season finale game. And then the next 8 years later when they play again, it's the season opener. Ain't that just a strange coincidence? Oh, and I realized too, all the NFC North are going to be at the AFC South this week. That is also a strange coincidence. Well, of course, the best news for the Texans is J.J. Watt's going to be playing. Oh my god, for a minute there, I thought that was going to be like an 0-3 start to the year if he wasn't playing. And Brock Osweiler looked kind of solid in the preseason, but as long as they have DeAndre Hopkins, he should do good. And the Bears, of course, really dog shit still, and Jay Cutler looked terrible in the preseason. So the Texans, I say, will win 27-6. And speaking of the NFC North going to the AFC South, we're going to have another matchup now as the Packers go to the Jaguars. And it's going to probably be high scoring, but at the same time, that offensive line for Jaguars is still dog shit. I mean, Blake Bortles has been, I think, the most sacked QB these last 2 years, which might even be one of the most sacked QBs of all time, maybe these last 2 years, or maybe at least top 3 or top 5, so if the Packers defense can get a lot of pressure on him, they might make him do a lot of mistakes. So I think the Packers will win this 35-24. Then after that is another divisional matchup for the week. The Chargers at the Chiefs. Now the Chargers did, of course, go 4-12 last year. And Chiefs went 11-5. Had that 10-game winning streak. Remember, that's the longest one currently right now in the league. But remember, that game did go down to the wire. The Chargers almost tied it up. I think they made it all the way down to the goal line before they went 4th and out. So I expected it to be probably close, but Chiefs would win, of course, probably 26-23. Then it's the Raiders at Saints, and before this preseason, I thought it was going to be the Raiders easily winning this. However, Derek Carr did not look pretty good really in the preseason. And I think, although the Saints themselves looked very terrible too, I trust Drew Brees more at the moment than I do Derek Carr. And I don't know if that defense would be enough to stop the Saints. So I think the Saints would win 33-30. But I wouldn't be surprised either, though, if the Raiders actually pull it off. After that, of course, then is the Bengals at Jets. And before the preseason, oh my God, I thought the Bengals were going to absolutely collapse this year after how they finished up against the Steelers in the wild card. But they looked pretty good in the preseason. And the Jets, oh boy, the Jets did not look good at all. But I think in this game it's going to be close. I think the Jets actually would maybe get like a 10-point lead. However, the Bengals will come back to win it. Probably 27-23. Up the Browns at Eagles. And funny fact, the last time Browns and Eagles played in the regular season in 2012, that was also in week 1. Oh my God, how does that shit keep happening? But anyways, now here comes where the people are going to get pissed off when I say this. Both teams are fucking dog shit, alright? You're just going to have to accept it. But who's less dog shitty and actually has an offense? The Eagles. Eagles will win 35-10. But that'll be the last highlights for them for this year. Then after that, it's the next NFC North at AFC South, which is the Vikings at Titans. And I probably would have had the Vikings easily win this game until Bridgewater went down to that injury. Oh, and of course that really stupid fucking trade when they got Sam Bradford for a first-round pick. Oh, come on. That is the most stupidest bullshit ever. And I think it's obvious the Vikings are so desperate to get to the Super Bowl this year. And that's really going to hurt them later on. Now, oh, that's right. We still don't even know who the fucking Vikings are picking for the starter. Because they're going to keep that secret till Sunday. Ain't that a bunch of fucked up shit, too. However, I still think the Vikings will win. But it will be close as shit, too. It'll be like 20-19. And now we get to the 4 p.m. games, and oh boy, probably the biggest blowout for this week, and maybe the entire season at the moment that I know of, and that's the Dolphins going to the Seahawks. First time since 2004, may I add. Oh, jeez, God. You really think the Dolphins have any shot at all to beat the Seahawks? I'm serious. Do you really think they have a shot? The answer is fuck no, unless you're a hardcore Dolphins fan and hate the Seahawks that much. I'm going to say simply right here, right now. Seahawks, 42-7. Fucking like it? I read this. Then we get to one of my favorite games for the week to annoy. It has my team that I want to annoy the most. The Giants at the Cowboys. Well, that's right. Romo's out for, what was it, like the first 10 weeks of the season? But thankfully for them, they have Dak Prescott starting. And I'm serious. I really think he could be Russell Wilson. That's how much I have faith in him. So, we'll see how he does in the regular season. I might be wrong, might be right. Who knows? But we'll find out. But, of course, the Giants, I've said all along, are the best team in the NFC East. But they're still the Giants. You keep fucking blowing games that you have a shot to win. Remember, you fucking blew 4 games last year. Fucking blew it against the Cowboys too, remember? You blew it against the Falcons, you blew it against the Patriots, you blew it against the Jets. Do you really fucking think you're going to have any shot to beat the Cowboys? Alright, here's what I'm going to say. They're going to go up 10 points, Cowboys will go downfield, get a touchdown, and then they'll win the onside kick, and thanks to Giants' stupidity, they'll allow the Cowboys to get the game-winning touchdown too. How about that? Now that I absolutely pissed off all the hardcore Giants fans that are going to leave a whole bunch of angry comments in the video, Cowboys will win 34-28. Oh boy, then we get to Lions at Colts. I thought this was going to be an offensive shootout, and it probably will because both teams have terrible secondaries. But at the same time, Matthew Stafford and Andrew Luck did not look good at all in the preseason. Luck still looks suffering from injuries, and Stafford without Megatron, he just doesn't look right at the same, because Golden Tate still hasn't really recovered after that somewhat disappointing year last year. But since the Colts are the home team, probably the Colts winning 31-24. We get to Sunday night, which is the Patriots at the Cardinals, which is a funny fact, the first time the Patriots are visiting the Cardinals since 2004. And this is the first time ever they're going to play them at their stadium, even after they've already played there twice in the last 2 Super Bowls. Now the Cardinals, oh my God, they definitely are going to regress after they play like the way they do in the preseason. Carson Palmer looked fucking dog shit in the preseason. And I think that's going to be a very obvious ominous sign for the regular season. So I would probably pick the Patriots to win this, but remember, they don't got Tom Brady. They got Gene Garoppolo, was it? And oh my god, he didn't look really that much good here in the preseason either. So since they're the home team, I think the Cardinals will win 31-20. And then we get to the Monday night games. So first up, the Steelers at Redskins. Funny fact, the last time Steelers were at the Redskins in 2008, that was also Monday night. Unbelievable. And unlike that time, this game definitely doesn't deserve Monday night, unlike the one in 2008. But, oh jeez, the Redskins do not have a good secondary. Same goes for the Steelers too, so it could be a lot of passing. But even though the Steelers aren't going to have Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, I don't trust the Redskins against Big Ben. He'll just shred that defense up. So I think the Steelers will win this 31-17. And then, of course, finally, the final game of the week. The Rams at 49ers. First time the Rams as the Los Angeles Rams after 22 years. Now, I don't actually like this game for Monday night. Although, I would have liked it better if it was at the Rams instead. For like a good way to start off their return as Los Angeles. But, no. I can't remember if it was Los Angeles that owns the city or the Trojans or whoever. But they did not want the Rams to have any home games there at night. So, that's ruined that chance. So, the 49ers, although they're fucking dog shit, have pretty consistently handled their business against the Rams when they've hosted them. And the Rams, because remember, the Rams had a shot to win last year. And they actually went to overtime with like 2 minutes remaining, but they allowed the 49ers to win it. So I think the 49ers will win 17-13. And that offensive of both teams will struggle. And also on that, they need to hurry up and do something with Kaepernick. Either cut him or trade him. But he's way too much money and he's dog shit. And he doesn't really need to be on the team anymore. And also, stop complaining about the national anthem. Right? It's getting on my nerves. There's nothing wrong with what he did. Those are my picks for week 1. Hopefully if I do week 2, it'll be Thursday for before Jets at Bills play. What do you think? Like them? Hate them? Well, if you hate them, say it in a polite way in the comments, and if you're not going to do it, then go piss off and die. Now, if you excuse me, I got to get back to work on PFA, Briggs or Odds, and Pokemon.